In the 6th grade, Lanette Compton wanted to play the flute. However, her band director had a different instrument for her.
He's like, I have a good idea. How about you play French horn? And I was like, I don't know what the French horn is. Then they gave me a mouthpiece for like 2 weeks, and I still didn't know what it was. Then I got the horn, and I hated it.
Lanette says for a year, she continued to hate playing the horn, but after many hours of practice, she began to fall in love with it. Lanette has now been teaching horn at Oklahoma State for 10 years. Lanette's love for the horn continued to grow in college, but it was during her time in graduate school attending a friend's recital that she found a second love. She heard the trombone player and immediately wanted to know who he was. The trombone player would eventually become her husband.
I knew that it was likely that I would wind up finding someone that was also a musician, and someone that understands the kind of life that musicians typically lead.
The career for a musician can be demanding, and with the job as a full-time professor, Lanette has still found time to be a performer. She plays fourth horn in the Tulsa Symphony Orchestra, and just this past month, spent 30 hours driving to and from Tulsa.
Still being able to play in these orchestras is just really just something that enhances my life.
Not only does Lanette perform in Tulsa, but she also travels the country playing with different symphonies and ensembles. She says the performances are rewarding and she is able to use them as a creative outlet, but they don't compare to her day job.
Helping students succeed at something that they're passionate at and influencing this, I would say, very pivotal part of their young life is more than I could ever ask for.
Lanette says she doesn't perform for financial need, but merely for the love of performing. Her motivation to help her students and to enhance her talent has driven her far beyond the classroom.
Early on in her time here, she had a group of students that won the opportunity to play in an orchestral master class, so she took students to that event. And then her next big goal was she wanted to actually do a presentation at the International Horn Symposium, and this year she's going to do that.
Lanette says the accomplishments she has achieved throughout her musical career are icing on the cake. However, they're not what she prides herself on most.
Now when I play, it really is, it's fun, and I love it, and I love hearing it. I love hearing music. I've always loved listening to music, but it's nothing compared to teaching.
Lanette's passion for music brought her to the band room in 6th grade, and it's what continues to fuel her musical milestones. For OSATE TV, I'm Jasmine Sievert.